Okay, so let's get going. So what I'm going to do today is make a coin ring out of this 1962 Franklin half dollar. And this coin is actually one of the most difficult coins that I do because the Franklin's head is so thick in this area, and then these areas here are thin. And so the coin doesn't really bend very well, evenly. And in this case also, the date is very important to the customer. So I need to make a fairly wide band to be able to catch the entire date. So a wide band is going to be a size 12 and a half. So it's going to be a challenge. So I just wanted to let everyone know that this one may be a tough one to do. So anyway, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is anneal the coin. I'm going to heat it up good with this torch. Now we'll soften the metal up, make it easier to work with. Okay, now I'll dunk it in this water and dry it off real good. All right, so now we'll punch a hole in it. So we'll come over here to do that. I'm going to use this self-centering punch to punch the hole. And get that centered up there. Everything's in reverse, so there we go. That's good enough. So as I mentioned, I'm going to punch a pretty small hole in this to be able to catch that date. So I'll put the die in there. It's a, what size is it? 7/16. And I'm going to lay a couple of pieces of paper towel down on top of the die. That'll help to protect the detail on the bottom. Put the coin in there and screw the lid down. Alright, now I'm going to put it in this press, hydraulic press, to punch the hole. And so I have to let it down a little bit. A little more. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm Mark with Southwind Coin Rings. Going to be providing some entertainment for you guys here for our next 45 minutes or an hour. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer. All right, so let's do it. Okay, got our hole punched. Okay, there's the center is still stuck in that die, but first I need to get the coin off of that punch. All right. Now you can see the center is stuck in that die, so I'm going to have to push it out. too small really to do anything with. So, but I'll just save it, maybe melt it down someday. This is 90% silver. Okay, so we'll get this stuff put away. Now the next thing I'm going to do is when the punch goes through the coin, it leaves behind kind of a ragged edge. So I need to smooth that out, cut it away so that the silver's nice and smooth. And because if I don't do that, when I start stretching this coin, and I'm going to have to stretch it a lot, those little cracks will become big cracks and eventually will tear. So I'm going to have to be really careful with this one because it's going to have to be stretched so much. I'm going to have to continuously sand it and keep a very close eye on it or I'll split it. Somewhere here I've got a Franklin that I split. I don't know what happened to it though. Okay, so now let me just go ahead and sand this a little bit just for insurance. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Hey King, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, that feels nice and smooth. Okay, so now we're going to start turning this into a ring shape. So I'm going to go over here to my arbor press to start that process. Oh, hi Ken. Well, wish me luck. I'm just going to take it nice and easy and slow. Try not to get too nervous. All right, so we want this side to be on the outside of the ring. So that's going to go down in this die like this. And I'm going to take this Delrin ball. Delrin is a hard plastic. It's hard, but it's not so hard that it will damage the coin when I do this press. So I'm going to take that off there. Here we go. Make sure the coin's nice and level in there. And now start the ring shape. It's called folding. So there's the beginning of our ring shape. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this edge a little bit. All right, now I'm going to switch over to a different kind of die. This is called a reduction die. It's a 17-degree angle. Let's see, is that the side I want? I'll go on this side. And now we'll start folding it some more. Going to use this 17-degree cone, stainless steel, to start this process. And then I'll switch over to a composite material. We go down about halfway using the stainless steel. All right. Now I think I better anneal it again because it's, as you work the metal, it becomes hardened. It's called work hardening. So I'm going to go ahead and anneal it again. This time I'm going to dunk it in jeweler's pickle to clean up that fire scale. So I'll be right back. Just have to go over here to the other side of the room. All right, as you can see, it cleaned it up real nice. All right, so let's come back over here to the arbor press. And put this back in the die, and then I'll swap out that stainless steel cone for a composite material. Okay, now we'll go ahead, fold it the rest of the way. Just want to make sure that the coin's in there nice and level. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now the coin is fully folded. Now I'm going to go ahead and sand that edge again. The edge is getting turned out now, going inside out basically. So this is becoming exposed, so I can work on it. Okay, so we can we can already see that it's not bending in a perfectly straight hole. That's because of the thickness of the coin on one side. And we need to go up to a size 12.5. Ken, correct. We need to go up to a size 12.5. Ken, correct. Can you see the way it's kind of wobbly on the top there? It's a little higher right here than it is here. So as I stretch it, that wobble is going to become more of a wobble. So I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm in between, just stretch a little bit, and I'm going to put it over here on the press and try to flatten it out. Still got a long way to go. I think I'm going to go ahead and kneel again. I'll just dunk it in the water this time. Next time I'll have to put it in the pickle. Well, I don't have to, but it's easier to see what's going on with the metal when it looks nice, without fire scale. All right, we'll come back over here now. Press it again. I'm going to try to keep it under the center of the ram as much as possible. So this is looking pretty good now, much better than the last one. I did a test last night, and I didn't press it in between each stretch. I just waited till the stretching was over, and it was really difficult to get the wobble out of it. I even left it in my hydraulic press overnight to see if it would straighten it out. Because sometimes the coin, when you press it, it will straighten out, but then as soon as you take the pressure off of it, it springs back. Okay. Not sure if I remembered to move the camera back to the stretcher last time, but if I didn't, do it. Sorry. Back on the press again. Thank you for the follow, Benjamin. And anyone else who followed that I didn't see, thank you. Okay, not perfect, but it's not too bad. I'll come back over here. See where we are on the size. Almost 11. Okay, let's go ahead and hit it with the sandpaper again. Okay, everything's looking good there. No splits starting. Yeah, just start with a new one. Anyone have any questions? Sunglasses, all right. You know, you can see that wobble right here. See if we can press it out. And you see how it rocks. Why does it do that? It's because the thicknesses of the coin are not consistent. On Ben's head, it's real thick right here. So this area doesn't bend uniformly with the rest of it. So you have to keep trying to flatten it out. And I may never get it perfect, but I'll get as best as I can. It's not too bad. No, Ken. The Franklin is the most notorious coin for having that problem. The Don't Tread on Me is it's a uniform thickness, whereas this one is not. Everybody has problems with Franklins, and the wider the band, the more difficult it is. But like I mentioned, I think before you came in, I know the date's important to you, so I want to make sure we keep that one on there. On the 19. Usually when I do a Franklin, I make a larger hole and just lose part of that one. Will the wobble straighten out if you use Swedish wrap? Not necessarily. As a matter of fact, if you're not careful, you can make it worse. Okay, so we're up to just about 12. So I'm going to go up, stretch it a little bit more, and then I'm going to cut this rim out of here. And then we'll keep going. We will put it in the Swedish wrap after this. It needs to go just a little bit more. Okay, I'll go ahead and press it again. The composite cone, I got it from Jason's Works. I bought a set from Jason's Works. That just came in the set. I think there's also some guys that make Delrin cones too, so that would probably be just about the same thing. I need to stretch this side out a little bit more. Normally that's the side that is larger. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that rim out there. There's not a whole heck of a lot to cut on this coin. Why did you buy your composite comb? Oh, where? Oh, yeah, I already answered that one. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to kneel again. Yep, I'm going to do that, Ken, right now. Okay, I'm going to pickle it this time. Get rid of all that nasty fire scale. Okay, so let's come back over here and figure out what we got to do next. So I'm going to go ahead and press it again. It's not too bad. Got a little bit of a hump right here. We'll go ahead and press it again. Then we'll put it in Swedish wrap. If it, I don't know, let me think about that. I didn't really stretch it up a whole lot. As a matter of fact, it's still right at 12 and a half, so I actually do need to stretch it a little bit more. Now, I'm going to press it again. Stretch and press, stretch and press. Okay, now I'm over enough I can put it in the Swedish wrap and reduce this side down a little bit to straighten the wall out. Or I could use the reducer on the ring stretcher. I'll do a little bit of Swedish wrap action. Just a little bit though, or I'll reduce it too much. Yeah, the larger side needs to be reduced to straighten the wall up. It's not too far off, really. so I'm not gonna do too much. Need to make sure I get the right side, and here's the reed. So I'm going to press it down like this the first time. No, I think I'm going to do it this way, since I don't have very far to go. Okay, it looks like it straightened it out pretty good. Straightened out the wall anyway. Still got a bit of a wobble. We're at 12 3/4. So I'm going to press again, and then I'll take it over here to the ring stretcher and put it in one of the reduction dies and just roll this edge over a little bit to bring it, down to 12.5. Thanks for all the gifts, Ken. Appreciate it. I think I can press it one more time from this side. Just got a slight wobble. I don't think I'm ever going to get it completely out, but it's not bad. All right, so let's come over here. And we are, let me double check one more time, 12 3/4. So I'm just going to give it a very light press. Gotta be real careful here so I don't go too far. As soon as I feel it moving, it's probably enough. Not quite enough. Now that should do it. Yep, 12.5. Let's see what the small side is. I think it's good as far as the size goes. We just got a slight wobble there. But it's not bad. It's better than that last one I did. I'm gonna go ahead and press it again. Not too bad. How's our date looking? We got the 1962. All right. Check the size one last time. 12 and a half, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start shining this guy up. No pressure. Yeah, this one's been a little nerve-wracking. But the hard part's done now. I just hope you're pleased with it when you get it. Yeah, about 2 months, I think. You're right. Oh, by the way, this is a very fine steel wool, for those of you that don't know. It's 4/0. That's what it's called, 400, 0000. I think it's used to polish. I think I use it in furniture to like do some of the polishing steps on the lacquer finish. And for metal, of course, to do the initial polishing phases. Oh, what was that? I missed it. Blooming ribbons. Thank you. And pick up all this dust. Steel wool dust. Okay. Now, we'll use some good old Mother's mag and aluminum polish on it. About ready for a new jar. So if anybody else out there would like to have a Franklin, I've got a few more of them. Got Kennedys, Franklins, got silver dollars, got peace dollars. I got what's the other one called? I keep forgetting. It's the one that's the most popular. And then I do a lot of silver rounds. They're not really coins per se, but they're made like a coin out of pure silver. The coins are 90%, so they wear better actually than the pure silver ones do. Morgan, thank you, King. I don't know why I can't remember that. I made a bunch of them recently. I'm just getting old, guys. My memory just doesn't, it fails me sometimes. Now I'll get a clean towel. It should buff up real nice. So Ken, do you want a patina finish on this, or do you want it to be high polish? You don't know? Sure looks pretty shiny. I'm gonna wear it forever. I'll leave that up to you. Okay. Well, it'll eventually, you know, kind of patina itself if we just go with the high polish. Or you can just, you know, shine it up every now and then. Maybe before I send it out, I'll show you, you know, what they each sample of each one, so you can see the difference between patina and high polish. So that shined up real nice. Now we'll take one of these disposable guys and finish that up. Make sure my hands are clean. I want to be careful I don't drop it. All right. Let me See if I can get this. There we go. In God we trust. Where's the date? Right there. The date on this coin is kind of weird. It's at that angle instead of straight like they normally are. I know the dates mean something to you, so I wanted to make sure I kept the whole date. Well, I guess that's pretty much it.